I see you're the first black varsity golfer at the University of Colorado.
Yes, I was. I graduated from Manual in '73, and started CU. I started at CU that same year. So, and I was last November I was inducted into their Athletic Hall of Fame, called CU Athletic Hall of Fame. So that was kind of neat. I went in the same class Chop Dillis went in, and so that was really neat.
Oh wow, did Chauncey attend the ceremony?
Yeah, yeah, he was he was in town, so he attended the ceremony. It was actually a whole weekend deal where they had a football game and playing Stanford that weekend. I think they had the induction ceremony on a Thursday. They had a Friday kind of parade, and then Saturday they had the game. And I think Mike Pritchard was in that class too. And then the other guy in the class that you probably familiar with, a guy named Scott Webb,
Yeah.
he played for the Celtics. Played for that team. So that was about it. I knew Chauncey, and I actually played golf with him, but they didn't get a chance to kind of meet those other guys. That was fun.
Yeah, man, that's a pretty big accomplishment.
Yeah, yeah. And I see where Rodney just got the BU job a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, he did.
But that'll be interesting. I thought it was kind of interesting, and we'll see how that works out, that he got Ricardo Padlone as an assistant coach.
Yeah, I think, since basketball is a small fraternity, that was Chauncey's guy. So,
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
They probably just taking care of their own.
Well, yeah, that's not going to hurt, to have a guy with experience on.
Yeah, because Rodney's never had a head coaching job at any level. So,
Yeah.
if I were him, I would have a guy that's well experienced and knows what he's doing.
Yeah. Hopefully Ricardo will let him kind of step back and do his thing.
I think Ricardo will just be there for like the tough situations. When there's a situation that Rodney hasn't really experienced as a coach, Ricardo will be there as a somebody to be like, hey, this is all you gotta do, calm down,
Yeah, because I know Ricardo, when he left CU, did he go to Alabama, Birmingham, or something like that?
Yeah, he did. He went to one of those southern schools. Because I know he's from Memphis originally.
Yeah, then I lost track of him after that.
So, how did you get into playing golf?
Well, when the family moved here to Denver, when I was 10 years old, we moved 29th and Clayton. And as you know, that's only a 4 blocks from City Park Golf Course.
Right.
And they had a junior golf program. And it was free. I used to go there and caddy, too, because I grew up in Midland, Texas, and, I started caddying there. So I said, wow, let me go check this out. And when I went down there to caddy, they had a junior golf program. And it was free. So, caddy, and I had to I kind of liked the game and being outdoors and everything. So I started playing, and you know how it is, because you teach young kids, right?
Yes.
Basketball. And you always see, a couple of kids that say, oh, wow, they got talent. You know what I mean? They kind of stand out from the other kids. So that was, kind of what the instructors were telling me, the people that were running the junior program. Hey, you need to kind of stick with this. You kind of look like you're a natural, if you will. And then even as kids, we were, playing in the tournaments of the junior golf, and hell, I had a level of success. I was beating up the other little kids. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that kind of motivates you, and I just kind of kept at it, and then I just I played, through high school, and I won DPS. I won for like 3 years in a row, and I had a moderate success in the state of that. It's not really great, but and I actually kind of went to CU not on an athletic scholarship because unlike other sports, golf is really segregated. You know, related to the late 60s. It's kind of funny because if I ask you when they integrated baseball, you know, and then that's Jackie Robinson, right?
Right.
In 1947. Well, they didn't integrate golf until 1962, the PGA Tour, so 15 years later.
Wow.
So even when I started playing, and you know, in the mid 60s to late 60s, it was still highly segregated. So you know, even when it was junior playing in tournaments, I was playing with many black people.
Wow.
And so, as you know, to get a D1 scholarship, you know, they kind of want to know what you did, you know, in tournaments. So that they have this scholarship. It's an Evans Scholar. It's called an Evans Scholarship. And I went to CU on a full scholarship. It's a Caddy Academic Scholarship.
Wow.
And, you know, just like most sports, they have walk-on trials. So I went as a walk-on, and I made the team, the starting team as a freshman. And after I graduated, I had played more tournaments at CU than any other player. So I was a freshman, that only made the team as a walk-on. About a time like that, I played one tournament in my
Wow.
4 years. So then I was the first golfer to make All-American, black golfer. I was behind the Mitch All-American. And I had a local businessman. This is interesting. I don't know how long you've been around Denver.
I grew up here, so I grew up on the 5 Points and.
Oh, you remember Duncan's and M store back in the day?
Yes, right there by Glenarm.
Yeah, and before that, some computer stores. So, but back in the day, you know, the Duncan's men's store was owned by a guy named Willie Keller, and he told me, he said, listen, if you get your degree at CU, he said, I'm going to sponsor you and try to get on, so you can try to get on the PGA Tour. So when I graduated from CU, I said, hey, man, I got my degree, I'm ready. And he said, okay, let's do this. And he sent me to Asia. In 1978, he sent me to Asia.
Wow.
And I played the Asian tour. You know, played like countries like Japan and Singapore and Korea, and Seoul and Taipei and Calcutta, India. And the next year I came back, and to get on the tour, you have to go to the PGA Tour qualifying school. So this was in 1981. I went to the PGA Tour qualifying school after I returned from Asia, and I got my tour card. And so I ended up playing the tour for 3 years.
Wow.
And during that stretch, I had a chance to play in a couple of U.S. Opens, and I played in the PGA Championship. So, and, you know, at some point, you know, you play professional sports, especially an individual sport like golf or tennis, you kind of play until you stop making money. You know, so now I'm about 30-ish or so, and you know, the bottom line is a lot of players have to admit that, you know, that's hard to admit that you're not good enough. You know, like Chauncey and Rock, you know, right?
Mm-hmm.
Don't you think that Chauncey went back to Rock and said, hey, man, here's everything you got to do to get to the NBA. You know, you got to have a left hand defense, all this stuff. But the bottom line is, the talent is Chauncey. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he didn't have the physical ability as Chauncey.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So, you know, you hear people say this all the time. Well, you work hard. No, there's a combination of two things. You know, physical abilities, like you said, and then you add that to the hard work. Those are the guys that, you know, because believe me, there's some differences in physical ability, just like you said. So I really believe that, you know, I had enough talent to get out there and compete, but, you know, I just wasn't good to win on the tour. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Absolutely. Because what happens is like, I play professional basketball too overseas.
Yeah.
But like you get the best of the best, and once you get the best of the best, like it boils down to who works the hardest. Like Michael Jordan wasn't the most talented player in basketball history. He was the hardest worker and the most skilled, and mixed together made him the best player. But there were players that could jump higher and run faster, but
Yeah.
he utilized all his abilities and his will and put that into one formula and got one result, a great result.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I would agree with you 100%. So the neat thing is that in golf, when I quit playing, I started managing golf courses. And I've been doing that now for 27 years. So, I've been 11 years managing the city of Denver's 8 golf courses. And now I manage 4 golf courses in kind of the suburbs Park and Recreation called Phileas Park and Recreation.
Wow. So let me ask you a question. With you being so tall, how did I know like your high school basketball coaches and probably the coaches at CU were always trying to get you to come out and play basketball?
Well, that was interesting because when I went to Manual, my freshman year, right?
Mm-hmm.
I went out for the team, and then you know Lonnie Porter.
Absolutely.
He was the coach, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I made the team, and I was one of those guys that came off the bench when the Manual was good back then. I mean, there was a stretch in high school where they won 2 out of the 3 high school championships. Michael Ray was playing at that time.
Okay.
So I said, nah, man, I must spend all this time. I'm going to play with you. I'm going to do some complicated on golf.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was interesting because Manual has very good teams. I think they won state 71 and 73, 75. 71 and 75. 2 or 3 years, 4 years I was in high school.
Yeah, when we get off when we're finished with this interview, I'll text you my magazine website. You can go on there.
Oh, great.
Because I got the top 50 high school basketball players of all time.
In Colorado?
In Colorado, man. I posted it on my Facebook, and I had to.
Wow, that's just, let me see, because I love high school basketball. Of all time?
Of all time.
Wait. I'm going to tell you the players that should be on there. Michael Ray is over there, right?
Well, it's okay. I met with 20 historians.
Uh-huh.
And I got the opportunity to go to Channel 4 News and sit in a room and watch video on all these guys. But Michael Ray only averaged 10 points in high school.
Well, you're right, and that shocked everybody because when he went to Montana is when he really matured.
Yes.
I mean, and it's just blossomed, So, okay, I will give you that. But, gosh.
But Michael Ray is on my list of good to great players that had NBA careers. So out of the guys that from Colorado that went to the NBA, I think he's number 4 behind Chauncey.
Okay. So you tell me if I miss a name that's not on there. Is Joe Barry Carroll on there?
Joe Barry Carroll is on here. Matter of fact,
okay.
I'll go to the list. I can read it to you right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dave Logan's on there. I know Dave Logan. Scott Wetman's got to be on there.
Scott Wetman's definitely on there. Number 1 is Chauncey Billups. My number 1 was Johnny Reese. I put him at number 2, but I put him arguably number 1 because he had 3 state championships. He had 8 50-point games.